Happy 9 days left. Happy 9 days left. Good morning, friends. We are on the countdown to third grade, and you are at day 9 today. Plus 2 may do days. So, good morning. This morning is going to be a simple cheer. So, good morning, friends. Our share today is going to be if you're going to go to the parade or not. Today, from 2 to 7 o'clock at Wildwood Elementary, there will be a may-do, not a must-do, parade of signs. There won't be necessarily a lot of teachers there. I will be there, though, from 2 to 4-ish. So if you would like to see me maybe outside, you can come then, and I'll give you a little wave. So from 2 to 7 at Wildwood, there is a parade of signs. So as some of us teachers have made all these signs to tell you how proud we are. There's a few other decorations out there. And then you will also get to listen to a YouTube video of some songs and some teachers talking as you drive through the little parade. So you would go into Wildwood, go through the bus lot and go behind the back of the building. That's where all the signs will be, and then come out through the front of the building and then exit back out. So that's kind of the parade route. So I'd just like to know a simple, yes, I'm going to the parade. No, I'm not going to the parade. Or maybe I might show up to the parade. Just good to know to see what we're up to. For our 9th day, today would be game day. We would be playing lots of different games, and one of my favorite games that we play is heads or tails. So in my hand there is a quarter, and it is not the easiest to see, but here is the tails, and here is the heads of the quarter. And to play heads or tails, you will put your hands on your head for heads, and you'll put your hands and give yourself a little tail. Like this, if you're going to do tails. If you are trying to guess right. So if you guess heads and it gets a heads, because that's where your hands are, you're still in. If you're not, you're out. So we're going to play a couple rounds. We'll see how you do. If you are still in, I'd love to also know that at the share, Mrs. Johnson, I made it all 9 rounds in heads or tails. So here we go. Flip our coin. Let's go backwards. I wasn't having you ready. So put your hands on your head for heads. Put your hands on your tails for tails. See if you get it right. Tails. So if you have a tail, you're still in. If you have a head, you're out. All right, here we go. Decide again. Are you head or are you tail? You should be ready to decide. Okay, decide. Here we go. Tails. If you put a tail, you're still in. If you have a head, you're out. That was 2 shakes. All right, boys and girls, start deciding heads or tails. I'm going to do tally marks so I don't forget how many I'm on. Ready? Okay, decide. Heads. Tail, head. Here we go. All right, decide heads or tails. Decide. Tails. Tails again. 4 more shakes. Let's see what happens. See if you're still in. Are you still in? Are you out? Decide. It's a heads. 3 more shakes. All right, decide. It's a tails. All right, ready? Decide. It's a tails. Last one. We'll see if you're still in or not. Okay, decide. Oops. Heads. Boys and girls, we actually only had 3 heads and 6 tails. It's pretty crazy. It's a pretty tight one. All right, so that was our quick fun game for today, heads or tails. It's an easy one to play. All you need is a coin. Or if you don't have a coin, you can even use a sheet of paper and put an H for head and a T for tails. You can just do something even that simple. All right, today is our first day that I'm going to have you practice doing something called Zoom. There's a couple times this week that you can sign up. One of them, or not sign up, but just try to get onto a Zoom call. So we've been doing Google Meets up until now, but the Google Meets don't allow all of our friends to sign on by themselves, and some devices don't work with it. So we're going to try something called Zoom. It's another program. And just like when you did a Google Meet, you just click on the link in Seesaw. Zoom is the same way. You'll just click on the link in Seesaw, and the goal is that it should just lead you right to the site. So I'm going to quickly show you Zoom. So once you get your link and you get in there, you'll get something that says, like, if you want to open Zoom, and you're going to hit open. And you're going to join a meeting, and you do want to join with your computer audio. And then once you join, on the bottom of your screen, these are the things that are going to be important. So you need to have your microphone, you're going to start with your video. So now all of a sudden you can see me twice. And so you're going to need to turn your video on, and then your mute needs to go off. And you'll know that it's off because there'll be a little red line through it. On the bottom, there's lots of different options too. There is a participation that just tells us who's in it. There's a chat option, just like in our other one, so that you can write a message. This one won't be important for you. It would just be if I want to show you my screen, and I probably will during one of them. There's a record button, which means I would just record our meetings, and we will do that in case there's ever questions. So I will always record them. And then reactions, you can put little emojis in. So that's how the call is going to look for you. I will be able to mute and unmute you too, but I think we're going to try you doing it by yourself when you're in it. So today, at 10 o'clock, if you would like to try to get in and see if it works and chat for a minute, there will be a link on Seesaw that just says this fancy little blue icon that says a Z inside of it. And all you should have to do is click on that link and get in. And it should allow you in. But this is the day that we're going to work through some kinks. So if it doesn't work for you, then we will know that too. Okay? So that's a little bit about Zoom. All right, let's head over to Seesaw. Let's see, let's get out of this. There it is. End meeting for all. Seesaw. So today in Seesaw, your jobs are as follows. Oops. All right, there's a reading fluency passage in here, and today there's 4 different ones you can choose to read and do the fluency practice. There's My Neighbor's a Dog is Purple, there's a Me Stew one, there's a Sparkle at the Spoonbill, and Snakes and Owls. So there's different ones with different levels. You pick the one that looks like it's got words that are appropriate for you and sounds that are appropriate for you. Then once you pick it, you're going to practice reading one of the 4 poems. Then you're going to click the record button so you can record it for me. I just want to hear you read. That's my goal in this one today. So that's that one. Then there's a place value riddle. So Mrs. Hauk is going to walk you through a place value riddle. So she's going to explain one first. So she's going to tell you what it is, and it says demo up here. So she's going to tell you it's the smallest number possible. You need to make it odd, which means that this last digit in the ones place, if it's odd, remember, is a 1, a 3, a 5, a 7, or a 9. Because remember, they don't have buddies. So look at, here's the number 9. I don't do 9 as well. There. And look at, there is one that's left out that doesn't have a friend. So that's what an odd number is. The thousands place. Oh, so you got to look at the thousands. It's place value. Look and see the number in the even is, there's an even number in the hundreds place. So here's the hundreds place. It's got to be even. Well, remember, 4 is even because it's got a friend. And then the answer has to be 9, between a 9 and a 3 in the tens. Oh, it's 9 minus 3 in the tens. Oh, between 9 and 3 in the tens. So then there's an 8. Because it's between those 2 numbers. So it's a riddle. You have to try to problem solve to get these. There are going to be 4 of them for you, or 3 of them for you to do. And they want you to use all the numbers. Mrs. Hauk reads it to you. So that's not an excuse for not being able to do it. Down here on the bottom is that play button. All right. And then finally, Mr. Joe will have something today. And then there's the checklist. And then there's a thing that explains the Wildwood drive-through tonight. Or this afternoon that's happening, just all the directions. And then this YouTube channel is also on there. So I want you to have a great day. Put your hand in. Happy 9 days left. 1, 2, 3, Johnson. And I might see you on Zoom. Bye, friends.